Hey friends, hello, how are you? You need to bear with me for 1 second because just as this was starting, I realized I don't have a window for comments. So I need to find that real quick. How's everyone doing today? I am going live for the first time in a long time, other than last night. I did it for my Pink and Main event, but I don't know what I did to my comments last night. Where is that window? I can't find it. And we can't have that. That would just be no fun at all. If anyone's watching, I want to be able to see you. There we are. I found it. Oh my goodness. Hello, hello, everybody. This makes me happier. I see that a few friends are here. Yay. Need to make that bigger. Hi, Holly, and hi, Brienne, and hi, Lee, and hi, Betty, and hi, Serlene, and hello, Marianne Ward. I didn't even think I should have shared on the Pink and Main channel that I was going live today, and I totally didn't think of that either. Hi, everybody. Okay, yay, ready to go. So how's everyone doing today? I haven't gone live on my own channel other than teaching a couple little classes in the past, pretty much ever. I realize I have Pink and Main up there in the corner, even though it's on my channel. Whatever, it's fine. I have some things to learn, but I want to do it. I've been putting off going live because I get nervous and um, just feel weird about it. And so I decided to just go for it and start going live again. And you get more confident doing it the more you do it, right? So I figured, why not just go for it? Hi, Joan. You're here. Thank you. Hey, Brandon. I haven't seen you in a while on Instagram. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my overhead camera and start creating. I'm going to be playing with Pink and Main products today. And let me just show you what I'm going to be doing here. Okay, yay, that worked as well. All right, so what I'm going to use today are the horizontal step card dies. They're a fun interactive die set. My camera's a little crooked. Well, we're not going to worry about it. I'm not going to adjust. We're just going to go for it. So this makes an interactive card. I actually have one here that is just, just plain and put together just to show what this ends up doing when you die cut the panel, which is pretty fun. You get to have a fun little interactive element in your card. It fits in an A2 envelope, of course, but it just does all the work for you, so you don't have to measure and figure anything out. And it also has really pretty decorative pieces in it. This goes right here. These little things decorate the sides, and then this will decorate the front if you choose to use them. And you can cut or out these things using the stitch dies that are part of the set as well. So, and it even comes with a hello message. So it has all kinds of fun things in it. Really great, useful stamp set. And then I thought I would use this stamp set to decorate and make some cute little critters. I love this set. This is from maybe last year. It's called Critters with Flowers, and I just think they're so adorable. And bonus, I already had them colored, so I already have those ready to go. So that makes it easy. I am really bad about coloring cute things and then never putting them onto cards. I just sit and color and then don't make the cards. And so we're going to change that. I'm going to go live and we're going to have things to put on cards, and it's going to be great. Maybe at the end I'll show you all the various things I have colored already, and we can decide what to make a card with next week. So yay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this out. The other thing I did not do yet is figure out my colors, which I really should have. I feel like my camera's a little dark today, so I'm going to adjust and work on that before next week as well, or before this weekend when I'm teaching at the Crop and Create Delivered event. So I need to have everything looking perfect for that. So this is the die. It's a rather large die. I use the Empress machine. It definitely fits on my plates for the Empress, but I'm sure it fits on the Spellbinder's plate as well. I can go grab one later to try, but I'm sure it does. And when you do it on a smaller plate, you're going to have to just put it in straight and have that speed bump that we try to avoid. Because on some plates, it's just not. Maybe you can get a tiny bit of, you know what I'm trying to say here, tilt to it. But anyway, do you guys know what I'm talking about? You try to avoid the speed bump if possible when you're using dies, but you're not always able to, and that's fine. It just goes clunk through your die cutting machine. All right, let me show you the images that I had colored, and we can kind of pick colors to go with them for our horizontal step. So these are the little animals from the critter set. I colored him. I think I might use the bear because I think it's just so adorable. There's a cute little fox and a raccoon and the little bunny. And then I have some other of the little odds and ends in here that we can decorate with little bugs and flowers and such. And I have another bear if I needed it, but I think I colored him exactly the same. So what do you think? Should I use my bear? I think he's so cute. And then I could maybe pick some yellows and pinks for the step card. Any thoughts on that? You guys don't care, do you? Just use what I want, right? I could use him, and then I'd have purple all ready to go, but Marianne is loving the fox. Maybe a couple of them would fit. Maybe we could put a couple cute little animals together on it. Okay, but I still think yellows and pinks are the way to go with this, so that's what I'm going to grab out of some cardstock. So let me see here. My cardstock is behind me. I'm going to pick some Concord Ninth to work with today. Sorry if I go low when I'm turned around. I think that's a really pretty pink. This is Ballet Slipper. And I'm trying to think if I have a very, very light yellow. This is a very not light yellow. Let's see. What do you think of that? That's pretty. This is old Hero Arts Canary. I have like a lifetime supply of Hero paper, so we're going to use that. Lee loves the bear. Marianne, yes, I can add some links after the live. I'm getting in the swing of all this, so I didn't think to do that. And plus, I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to use until shortly before I went live, but I will do that. I'll add them to the description after, and I will also try to get better at that as we go forward. I don't use affiliate links, so you don't have to worry about, getting me some cash, but you can have the link so you know what I'm using. So this die is pretty much exactly the half sheet of paper. See, this is like a piece that I had cut in half. So this is the 8.5 by 5.5, and that's how big this die is. All right, let me just set this to the side here. And we will start die cutting this and putting things together. My die cutting machine is off camera, so we're going to do that off to the side. I don't have a die cut cam or anything. You guys love all the animals. Hello, Jen Shirkus. My trade show bestie is here. She's always so supportive and nice to me as I am a hot mess going live. All right. I'm just trying to line that up really close to the edge. If I don't get it exact, it's fine. You could even start with a piece that's slightly larger so you don't have to worry. This is pretty much, it cuts the edges, but I'm lining it up. I have the piece cut exactly the same size, if you know what I'm talking about. Actually, there's a lot. I said Jen's so supportive, but there's a lot of good friends in the comments who are supportive, and I appreciate you all so much. And I'm running that through. Okay. So let me show you this. Again, the die does most of the work. I need to get some stuff out of the way here so you can see what I'm doing. So you can see how it makes different cuts in the paper. There are score lines as well as actual cuts so that it can do all the things we need it to do. And I need to actually, you turn it over. This is really handy. On the back of the packaging, it shows you what will be a mountain fold versus valley fold. You know what that means, right? That means things that are a mountain up high or a valley down low. So I'm going to start with this middle piece, but I don't want to fold this in the wrong place. So I'm folding that right in half. Okay. These up here are also mountain folds. So I'm folding those. These down here are valley and these are mountain. This looks really awkward, but it actually is not hard to do. You just look at the back of the packaging and do it exactly how it says to do it. And that's it. Super easy. Yes, so clever to design something like that. I know, Michelle. Hats off to Michelle. I'm not sure how her brain was able to wrap around that, but she designed it and it's super cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the fold. And you can do this kind of what did I say? It's called horizontal step card without a die, but you have to measure and figure out all the right places to do the cuts and the scores and everything else, and the die just makes it so darn easy. I just love it. Somebody asked me in the Crop and Create group, well, asked in general, and I answered about a die set to do this kind of card. That might have been in the back of my mind, making me think, you know what, I'm going to use the horizontal step card dies today because somebody had asked about it. But I just think they're great, and I hadn't actually played with them before, so love it. Hi, Shari, another supportive friend in the comments. Okay, so I do want to do some of the decorative elements on this card. I thought I would do them in yellow. So when they're yellow, the pink is going to show through because all these little pieces are going to fall out, which would be super cute too if you wanted to paper piece all the little pieces in. That's not what we're going to do today, but that could also be really, really cute. Let's see, I have so much going on. My desk is a mess off camera, if you guys could see the whole thing. This is bugging me that my camera's crooked. Let's see if I can fix it. Doesn't want to today, but that's okay. But you know, I always have a million excuses to not go live, and one of them is my desk is too messy. So decided to just say, you know what? I'm just going to do it, and you guys can't see off camera anyway, and it's all good. Sorry, I'm super close up with my camera too. I'm using my phone to go live, and I actually have a video camera that I could mount up on my ceiling and, you know, be like one of the professional live streamers, but it's me and my camera, my phone. All right, I'm going to cut this down to a quarter sheet, I think. All right. And you could get really detailed with how you want to decorate these pieces and everything, but I am just going to do some basic. I think what I'm going to do, so it's a 2-part system, right? You have the, get this out of the way. Am I on camera? No. You have the decoration, and then this goes around it to cut it out. And you can cut 2 of them at once because you have that. But I might do the same one on both sides. You could have different ones on each side, but I think I want the same one on each side. Pulling them off. And I'm going to do this one. I think it kind of, well, they both kind of go with the flowers. It's not like there's tulips. I like that this one kind of has a little heart shape in it as well. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Shari gets me. She also has excuses not to go live. Mostly because it's frightening. It's my main reason to not want to go live. All right, I'm going to actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out 2 of these, and then we'll go back and cut out the middle parts. See if I can get this to all fit on one piece of paper. Okay, okay. Ah, thank you, Carol. You're so sweet. That's Carol in Canada, right? Who knew people in Gander or the neighboring towns. Running it through. Thank you, Jen. Aw, thank you. I don't, Shari says she doesn't talk to herself very well. Well, first of all, if you need friends, I mean, we would all be in the comments for you for sure. But I'm good at talking to myself. You know, me and the voices in my head, we have whole conversations. Okay, let's see. Do that. And it's funny because I work alone here in my craft room. This is my office, and I work remotely for Pink and Maine. And, you know, I go like the whole day without really saying actual words out loud to anybody. And so it's funny when I do go live because it's more talking than I do in a normal day. Oh, different one in Oregon. Sorry, Carol. Sorry about that. I love Oregon. I need to go visit it again sometime soon. Trying to just do this with the magnet and no tape, and it totally slid on me. So we're not going to do that. We're going to get some tape on here. Okay. Hello, Jennifer Engel. Nice to see you, friend. 10-minute drop-in. Love it. And thank you, Marianne. Thank you, thank you. Jennifer is on our challenge team at Pink and Maine. and she's awesome. And she joins our releases now as well. And she lives in the Boston area. And I was just up there and didn't get to see her, which is just not cool. I should plan better when I go up to that part of the world. But I did get to see Jen Shirkus. Okay, so look at all the cute little things that it cuts out when you do this. And again, if you wanted to be all, take longer on this card, you could paper piece those back in with different colors of cardstock, which would be super cute. But that little decorative element will go right here on the front and, just add a little cute design to your card. Here's our side element. I'm going to cut out the other one. I need to get all these little pieces. Look at these. They're kind of funky hearts, but aren't they cute? I feel like I'd want to put those on something sometime. Those little hearts. Yes, Holly, I did admit that I talked to myself. Okay. All that off. Do one more of these. I'm getting to where I need a new magnet for my Empress. It's getting a little warpy. See, it's like, I don't know if you can tell. You probably can't tell from that angle, but it has a little pillow or a little raise, a little mountain in the center. Shoot. Tape. You guys keep tape at your desk that you've used 50 trillion times and this one even has some glitter in it. You want to just use it until it just possibly won't work anymore. Marianne, I agree. Pink and Main is awesome. They do a great job. We've had some struggles lately with customs, which is super, super annoying because Michelle prides herself on shipping quickly. And when, customs is holding the product and you can't do a darn thing about it, it's super, super annoying and frustrating. Okay. My other little decorative piece here. And I'm guessing those of you who did find me live, you saw my stories on Instagram. Because there really wasn't any other way to know. But my YouTube channel, if you went and took a peek, it's pretty funny because it's very, very neglected. I don't make videos. I want to try to change that. But I have one video there from 16 years ago that I made for Split Coast Stampers, and it's just horrible quality and just funny. It just makes me laugh, but I love it. That's just how it was back then. I was telling Brennan, who, is my daughter's age, he's only 18, that back in the olden days, we didn't have dies and we measured things and had to cut and trace and do all the crazy stuff. Crafters today don't even realize how good they have it. Let's see here. Yeah, I have a hard time throwing away too. Brianne's saying she has a hard time throwing away her mats because you just want to use them until you get every bit of life out of them. I don't love using the backside, even though you can, but it's just not as magnetic. And I do like to use my magnet for the most part. Let's see here. Jen's trying to get Jennifer to come to crop on the cape next time. That's why I was up in that area, which is so fun. Jen throws such a great event. Punches, yes. Remember when all those Marvy punches came out that were great big and they were like circles and squares and rectangles and we had to have them all and they were huge and you just didn't even know where to store them. But I bought like one of the shoe holders for the back of my door and put them in the little slots of the shoe holder. Do you guys remember those days? Anyone here been around long enough? I don't know what I did with my blocks. I got them out of the way last night for my live, and I don't know where I put them, my bigger ones. I need to go find it. Yeah, those punches were harder to do, Lee, weren't they? We have it so good now. All the dies. I still love stamping. A lot of people just don't even, I don't know. It seems like stamping is getting overtaken by stenciling and different things, better press, which are all wonderful. You know, it's great. There's all these options, but I'm old school. I still like to stamp in color. It's just the way I am. I think it's fun and relaxing. That's why I have so many things that I've colored and not made into cards, because I think it's super fun to sit and color. Okay, I really need to find my big block. One moment, please. I put it over on the other side of my desk last night. There we go. That makes me feel better. Jen, you are not old, but you do remember. Dyes were becoming a thing when Brienne came into the scene. And Betty had one of the shoe holders. BTS, back to stamping. I love it. Is that our movement that we're starting, Shari? Okay, so the other thing in this is that decorative piece in the middle. I think I might skip that and just make a little, like a little sky for the critters. And so I'm going to cut out of white cardstock this piece. I could find a cloud stencil and make it all pretty cloudy like Jen Shirkus does and Shari does, but I think I might just make it plain today. We're not trying to do a super long live today. We're just trying to get like not terrified of going live so we can feel more comfortable. So we're just going to do some basic stuff. I feel like I need like glitter or something in these little areas. I think that would be really cute. There's lots of things you could do to decorate that. I'm keeping it kind of simple today, but you just get the idea, right, of what we got here. All right, I'm going to do some ink blending on this, and I'm going to just use my good old Post-it notes to mask it a little. I'm sure there's better ways, but that's what I have handy here. I'm going to go right along the stitching and just mask that so that I'll add some blue ink, but it will not go over the stitching, and it'll leave kind of a white border around it. I thought about finding my square dies and finding the right size and making a mask and all this, but in the end, I'm like, you know what? Post-its are quick and easy. And I think I have Harbor ink here. Yes, I do. Okay. This one I don't love. I think it's a little too far up. There we go. Quick and easy little mask. And I will use those Post-its again so that, you know, do another masking of something. Have my Harbor ink. Okay, hold the phone. We can't do this without an ink stand because, you know, Brienne's here. So let me go get it. Just a second. I think this might be the inaugural use of my black inkstand because I just use my white, but it's so grimy that I thought I'd go get my black. Okay, so I'm using Harbor ink from Concord 9th. I don't know why, but it's just my go-to sky color. I have one of these fancy blending brushes. This is like the only one I have, but I just use it for sky for this one color. I think I re-inked this recently, now that I'm remembering, and I think it's super, super juicy, and I don't want that all over my... The bad thing about this mask situation is I can't start off on my glass mat to blend on, but that's okay. We'll just start off on the... Oh, Libby. Oh, Libby, look at that. It did have like some boogers of... Oh, I sound like Jennifer McGuire. But anyway, it had some too much ink at the edges. We'll see if I like this. I might have to redo it. You can see my marks. Hopefully it'll all blend together and smooth out. And I'm trying to keep it more towards the top and not go all the way down. Maybe I'll add a little bit of green at the bottom. Of course, I don't have a green ink handy. smooth together. It's going to smooth together, right? It's going to look better once it dries. And look, this is on my desk. Something I like to do often. This one, oh, I see. It's that side. I'm like, what's going on there? This is what I was trying to achieve, but I went a little heavy-handed with it. Betty, thanks for stopping by. And yeah, I know Mindy is doing her meet and greet for the Crop and Create event at 1:30 today. Brienne, of course I wasn't just using it because Brienne's here. I said that, but you know, I love it. I use it all the time. Like I said, I wanted to go get my black one instead of my white. All right, so there's that. We're just going to go with it, even though it's really darker than I meant for it to be. We have our cute little critters that I colored before from the Critters with Flowers stamp set. I think we said we were going to use these two. That's kind of a lot on there, but sorry, fox lovers. I'm just going to use my bear. I think it's too much to have both. And maybe I'm going to put my little thinking of you down there. Oh, cute. Let's see what else. Let's get this. I'm off camera. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let's see here. Holly, at 8:30 tonight is my Crop and Create delivered meet and greet. I don't know if that's what somebody was asking about, but that's what I have at 8:30 tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and get this done. Finish this card, Libby. I like to pop things up. I'm kind of crazy about popping all the things. So I might go ahead and pop up that and then pop up the animal on that. Did I unpack foam tape from Crop on the Cape is the question. Oh, it's just in my pile of stuff. Here we go. This is my Pink and Main foam tape roll. Oh, it looks really rough on camera. It's been through a lot. It traveled to Boston with me, you know. And the other thing I'm going to do before I put something in it is clean up this ink that I have here. Not only has my foam tape traveled with me, got a little gnarly looking on the edges. I also, I'll just be honest with you, I get the rejects that might have a little damage in them that Michelle can't sell. I'm like, I'll take them, I'll use them, because I go through a lot of foam tape. I mass produce cards for independent stores, and so, and I love to pop things up even when I'm mass producing a bunch of them. So I go through a lot of foam tape, and I love this roll. If you guys could see me, the way I cut it when I'm doing this is I have it under my arm and I'm like holding it like that. And that's just how I typically cut my foam tape. I have weird stuff going on here. I wasn't very square with it. I can just make a fox version later. That's right, Shari. I have lots of animals here. I need to make a bunch of cards with them. I don't think you heard the beginning. I have all these different images that I've colored and are just like sitting there ready to be used because I'm just bad about actually finishing them into cards. I like to just sit and color, especially when I'm at things like Jen's event. That's basically all I brought was things to color and my markers. And that's all I did other than take classes, which was fun. You guys, I got to take an actual in-person Jen Shirkus class. How fun is that? I should get out my cards and show you what I made. All right. There. Hi, Diane. Nice to see you. Thank you guys for being here for my little get back into the live stream situation I have going on here. So for this, I think I'm gonna put a little piece of foam tape down. Libby, stop being off camera. I need to put a little line on my desk so I stop going too low. I'm gonna put foam tape along the bottom and then glue on the little ends of the banner so that it can just rest up against what's already popped up. Hopefully that'll fit. Hi, Wendy. Hello, old friend. You know, there's some people in stamping and crafting that I've been like Facebook friends with for so long, and even though I've never ever met them in person, they're like old friends. I've seen lots of their life go by on Facebook. Okay. Put that there. Oh, so cute. So cute. I know, real life gem class, super cool. Okay, and then do we need any of the other little doodads here? Not that. I feel like there's just not enough room. It's kind of like crowding in the little bees and stuff, but they're so cute. How could I resist? I could put one down there. That's kind of, you know, makes a little line of the cute little things. I think I'll put them flat. And then what I'll do a WWCD. What would Shari do? And get out my Stickles and add some, maybe a little sparkle to the centers of the flowers or something. Tiny little bee. So there's other things I could have done. You could do if you made this card to zhuzh it up. I could have gotten a cloud stencil and added clouds to the sky. I could have put a little green behind him so he's not just kind of floating. I probably should have put him down a little lower now that I'm looking at it. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it without ripping it. Oh yeah, he came right off. Look at that. Yeah, I like this better. I don't know why I had him up so high. I don't know. That's pretty cute. Pretty simple and cute. What else does he need? Does he need anything? Shari would definitely add Stickles. Well, look at here. Shari's BFF. Jen, while we're here, I don't know what I was thinking. It says delusions right there, just like you said. I don't know why I thought it didn't. Just to clarify what a conversation that we had a little bit ago. And I'm going to go ahead and just add some to all these little flower centers. I also love to use my loose glitter. I'm not a one versus the other kind of gal. But this is just easy right now to get this little card finished, to add a little dot of Stickles on each of these flower centers. And look at how cute that is. Yeah, you did tell me, Jen. I should always listen to Jen. Jen is always right. So again, the stamp set that I used is this one. It is called Critters with Flowers. I love that it has this banner and it has different messages you can put in the banner, and some of them go this way, right? But then there's also the Hello Friends. Wait, what am I thinking? I thought I did cut them all the same. I was thinking I had put one in a different way, a different orientation, but I think the Hello Friend, you could actually put it the other way because it has that little bit of curve to it. And so you could put it so that it would be this way. That's what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense? All right, so that's the card. And you can see how easy that horizontal step card is with the dies. And that's it. Yay. So I wanted to show you guys the other stuff I have colored. And we can decide if there's something I should do. I might make a zhuzhed up version of this also. Maybe I'll make a reel with it. Because I think there's other things I could have done on this, but since I just was jumping into the going live and not worrying, I just did it, and that's what we made. But let me see, where did I put my other? I don't know where I put the things I want to show you. Hold on a second here. I just had this whole huge stack. Oh, here they are. G-shers. So when we get new products at Pink and Main, Michelle sends me them on printouts before the actual stamps are here. And so that's what I'm usually coloring on, just so you know. And that's why I have these sheets of things. But I have a cake I need to make into a card. I have a big strawberry basket. I have cute little last year's mouse with birds. All these cute little froggies. And this beautiful bouquet. I thought about making a birthday card on the step card because I thought that would be really cute too. This is a whole sheet that I colored because then I made copies of it to make cards for stores, but I colored this entire sheet. And so I have all these things I could use. This one I actually colored at Crop on the Cape this past weekend. Or, the weekend before, whenever it was. All these little strawberry basket peoples. Some more of the cute, well, this is turtles, not frogs, but look at how cute they are. I have so many cards I could make, you guys. I have this, all that to make into cards. More strawberry baskets. So anyway, I might have to think of something for next time to use more of these images on some kind of fun interactive card design. But that's it. You guys are funny. The pink, yeah, the flowers inlaid would be really pretty. And I tried to match the yellow and the pink from the flowers, but I'm not 100% sure. I totally love the yellow and pink together on that, but it's cute. It's cute. Yes, all the coloring. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and come back to my face for a minute, and then we'll say goodbye. So, dude. Thank you guys for being here and being supportive. You're awesome. So now, yay, I've had one live video on my YouTube channel, and it's not just a 16-year-old terrible video from Split Coast Stampers. Not that this video is the best thing ever, but hey, at least it's from 2026. So, yeah, did you see the mermaid mug? I think, Jen, did you have this when it came out? I can't remember if that was like one of the, oops, I'm not overhead anymore. That might be one of the releases you actually participated in, I think, maybe. So, all right, guys, thank you for being here today. And I'm going to try to go every Monday at 1 p.m. So if you ever have time to stop in and say hello, join me. It would be great. And I will see you next time. And look, I made some fun little graphics for my end screen. So take care of everybody. Goodbye.